Welcome to the Three Moons, Three Souls podcast with host Jacqueline Burke. Today's special guest is Chelon Lockert.
Welcome to the podcast, Chelon. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. It's always a pleasure having you come back to the podcast.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here again.
So today we're going to dive into a little bit of your childhood and find out
Mm.
what Chelon wanted to be when she was a little girl.
I actually always wanted to be a hairstylist, and I
Oh,
became a hairstylist.
oh, right on.
Yeah, so I don't know, from when I was little, I can just remember like setting up everything and wanting to do like my mom's hair, and I would play with my grandma's hair and
Yeah,
like put little things and everything. And Um, I just, I don't know, I loved the energy in a
yeah,
hair salon. So I wanted to be a hairstylist to make people like look and feel better about themselves.
yeah. Oh, that's cool. Did
Mm.
you ever like cut your Barbie's hair and all that kind of stuff?
I didn't
Oh,
actually. No, like there was no hair cutting involved. Like I did have one little incident the one time for
yeah.
myself that my mom did my hair and she put like some little barrettes or whatever in my hair and it was pulling too tight. So I tried cutting them out.
Oh my.
Thankfully, it wasn't that bad, but yeah. So that was, I think, the only time that I had like a hair cutting incident. But I did spend
Oh,
lots of time like braiding their hair and stuff. So yeah.
oh, that's cool. So,
Mhm.
so like even at like 4 or 5, like did your mom teach you like to wash hair properly and do scalp massage or anything like that?
No, no,
Oh,
none of that. I just always, yeah, I don't know. I liked doing my own hair,
yeah.
but when I was 7, I could French braid my own hair. So
Oh,
like
wow.
that's kind of a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even do
Um,
that.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it is with the whole idea of it, but it's very creative as well, right? There's so many different things that you can do with
Oh,
hair and
yeah.
everything. And so I just love that aspect of it.
Oh, right on. So
Mhm.
did someone inspire you with hair?
Um, Well, like the hairstylist that we went to at that point in time, I guess she had her own salon. And like I said, I just loved the environment
Yeah.
and how people always felt better after they left,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, there's nothing like going to a hair salon. You just, being pampered and
Yeah.
yeah, it's very cool. And you get
Hmm.
to chat and
Yeah,
just kind of escape for a little while.
exactly. Yeah. It's just all about you for that little bit of time.
Yeah. What a concept. I don't know what that's like. So throughout like your high school and what have you, did you find that people were asking you to do their hair at that point, like messing around with hair in high school?
Uh, no, not so much in high school, but like once I started like hair school and whatnot, I had like I remember my one friend, she would always want me to do her hair, on like Friday night. We'd be getting ready to go out and she'd be like, can do my hair for me. And she would laugh all the time because I would do her hair in an updo and it would last like all weekend. She would be
Oh,
laughing Sunday night, my hair's still good. I'm like, okay, that's awesome.
oh, oh, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. So I always want to ask some hairdresser this, but I've never had the opportunity or I didn't think of it
Mhm.
at the time. But can you tell me a little bit about the schooling, what that's like?
Well, we start off with theory. So we need to learn like the ins and outs of the hair structure and
Oh,
like texture and all of those kind of things, like the chemicals that are involved, like shapes and patterns and
oh,
like hair or face structure and all of those kind of things. And it's
oh,
all
great.
broken down from there. Lots of like color theory in regards to working with color in order for like to do hair and just like learning the color lines and like what each thing means. And then it just goes into like basics so that we learn like dexterity. So like roller sets and
Oh, yeah.
perm, like wrapping perms and all of that kind of stuff. Like it takes a lot of
Yeah.
like repetition in order to get it all together and everything. And then, and then started with like hair cutting on mannequins and that
Oh,
kind of stuff. And then you get to go out on the floor and actually work with clients. Like you have an
oh,
instructor there that gets to assist you and whatever else. And so I actually worked in a hair school for a little bit before, yeah, for a little while during my career. So yeah, that was exciting. It was a
that's cool.
different, uh, it was a different perspective, I guess, from like being the student to being the teacher kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? And how that dynamic is. So it was exciting. It was fun for the time that it lasted. So
Oh, that's cool.
mhm.
So have you done any hair shows?
I've so not well, yeah, I have done hair shows. So I actually worked for Farouk Systems for a little while,
Oh,
which
did you?
is like they have the Chi color line, and the Chi color line that I use it because it's ammonia free, PPD free, and contains silk and aloe, and so it doesn't have that like intense
Yeah.
scent, and it doesn't have the ammonia in it because
Okay.
ammonia is actually like if you have a hair salon that uses ammonia color, it takes like 3 days for the ammonia to dissipate out of the air. So that's like, and being that I work from home, I didn't want that around my kids, right?
Right.
So, and the PPD is the dye molecules, and those are what they use in like dark clothing, right? And so
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
do you really want that being used on your scalp and your skin and your hair and all the kind of
Yeah.
things? Because that gets absorbed into your system, right? So this is why I went with this product line.
Yeah.
And I absolutely loved it. I've used it for the past like 19 years, I guess. And so I worked as an educator for them for a little while. So I did work at some shows like behind the scenes. I wasn't actually on stage all the time, just more so styling hair, not actually educating. But I would go and do like events at the distributors, or I would go to salons and do educating for like the color and the product and all that kind of stuff. So
Oh,
yeah.
that's oh nice. So what was the name of that product again? Or the company?
It's Farouk Systems, but the
Okay.
color line that I use is Chi. So
She. Okay.
yeah.
That's good to know. I mean, it's
Hmm.
a little frightening knowing that all those years of dyeing hair of really what is touching your
Yeah.
scalp and getting in there. Yeah. You never really
Yeah.
think about it at the time. At least
No.
I don't. But
Well, and it wasn't like I think people are more aware of what they're putting on and in their bodies now, right? As
oh yeah.
opposed to at that time, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, in the 80s or 90s, no one really thought about it.
No.
I guess up until maybe the start of 2000, things
Yeah.
were more brought to our attention of, you saw more health, people looking after
Hmm.
health better and skin
Hmm.
and hair, and it became more, and with social media, of course, it
Yes.
became more aware of everything going
Absolutely.
on. Wow. Well, I learned more in 5 minutes than I did. Oh, that's amazing.
I'm grateful actually to hear that.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow. That's great. So, it was your mom, and I'm sorry, was it your grandma that was with hair that you would do hair with?
yeah, I would do my mom's hair and my grandma. She always loved like when I would like brush her hair out and stuff. And yeah,
Yeah.
and my other grandma actually, when she was older in a home, I would go and do like her hair and her
Oh,
nails and stuff for her um, on my days off, so that she just feels
yeah.
felt better about herself, right? So
Yeah. Well, that's good.
mhm.
That's nice. That's an act of kindness, isn't it? When you can go into, another person's home and just pamper them
Yeah,
there as well.
yeah. Oh, and I was grateful to be able to to do that for her and spend the time with her as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So when did you incorporate Soul-Filled Beauty, like your products that you have that you
My holistic services.
yeah.
A couple of years ago, I started incorporating them in with my beauty services because I just felt like they kind of went hand in hand together. Like, I feel like I do truly believe that stylists make amazing healers because we are so hands on and our clients are so open and willing
Yeah.
to share with us, right? Like you sit down in your stylist chair and it's like everything just comes out.
Yeah.
Like you just tell them
Yeah.
everything and anything. Like I know so much information about my clients that some of their family and friends probably don't even know about, right? And
Right.
so, um, it's just like we create this safe space and this safe atmosphere for our clients, and plus because we are touching them, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that way that they feel safe as well in order to share and for us to just hold space for them in general. And so upon my own healing journey to clearing like limiting beliefs, negative mindset, and just like healing from inner child work, all that kind of stuff, I wanted to be able to support my clients in a bigger, better way,
Right.
because I found when they wanted a really big, drastic change on the outside, it was because something inside needed to shift, right? And they didn't know how to do it. And so, when we want something to shift and change, we change our outer appearance, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So,
because we can control that.
yeah. Did you have your intuitive abilities and wanting to incorporate that? Like even did you feel that as a young girl?
I feel like I was very intuitive and very connected when I was younger. And I feel like I kind of shut that off. You know what
Okay.
I mean? Things happen to you, the world happens to you, all the things, right? And so you
Yeah.
just kind of like shut that off in order to try and fit in,
Right.
right? And yeah, it gets to be a lot, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And so I don't even know how many years ago now it's been that I've really started diving more into my spiritual journey and my spiritual self, and I make it like a daily thing in order to do that for sure.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
did you experience that in high school too as well?
Oh, completely shut off. Completely shut
Oh,
off.
oh,
Yeah.
completely
No, because it was too like because it was like it was too much,
too much.
right? Like when you're like empathic, like
Yeah.
that it's like you pick up on everything and you feel everything. And I
Oh,
was
yeah.
always like shunned and made not I don't know about shunned using the right word, but it felt that way.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
left out or made fun of or whatever else, right?
yeah.
And so you just kind of like you retract, you retreat, and you just like withdraw from the world, right?
Yeah.
And that's,
Yeah.
not necessarily how you want everything to be, but that's kind of how it went, right? So,
Yeah. It happens unfortunately. And
yeah.
um so if someone, a young girl was to come up to you and after listening to this,
Mhm.
um and ask you some more questions, what advice would you give her to not fear the intuitive part of her life?
Um, well, it's about creating the relationship with yourself and discovering like, is this actually mine or
Yeah.
not, right? Because we pick up on so many
Right.
emotions and feelings and the energy in the world around us and everything else. And so it's like, is this even mine? And that um the most important relationship that she is going to have is the one with herself.
Oh yeah.
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 And when we can build that relationship and that connection within ourselves, then the world around that will reflect that back to us, right? Because
Yeah.
we're not settling for less. We're not giving into the limiting beliefs, the self doubt, like the numbing, all the things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when did you get involved in for adding the little sense of witchy into your life? I love
So
that word. I just,
being witchy.
yeah, being witchy,
Well,
diving into different.
have you heard the song Witch, like the acronym with Witch?
Have I heard it? No.
The acronym is so it's which stands for woman in total
Oh,
control of herself. Yeah.
yeah.
Which
Okay.
I think is amazing. When you
Yeah.
break it down for people like that, then they're like, oh, okay, kind of
Yeah.
thing, right? As opposed to them thinking, well, just the whole, the way that being a witch is portrayed to the world in general,
Right.
which is a whole other, conversation.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. We're just gonna add a little flavor to it today.
it's a sampling.
Yeah.
So I just can remember like talking about it when I was younger. I remember like talking about it with my aunts the one time and kind of just being like, I'm a witch. Like,
Yeah.
and I just remember the way that they looked at me when I was expressing this. I was like, this is not a good thing. This is
Oh,
not, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
even at a younger age, I was like, okay, this is not received well from other people, right? And so I kind of like put it on the back burner, right? And we didn't resonate with that anymore. And so the more I dove into like my spirituality and all the other kind of things, and when I started working with the goddesses and everything, that was when I was like, no, this is like a part of who I am. I
Yeah.
actually just wrote a post on it before
Oh,
the interview
okay.
because I had a lady reach out to me and she asked me, she was like, how does one become a witch? And I said, you don't. Like,
No.
it's not like, it's like an evolution of yourself. Like, it is deep down within you, and it just keeps calling and calling and calling until you give into it, because it is a part of who you are. And
Oh,
it's about removing all the blocks to standing in your power, basically.
yeah.
Hmm.
What a combination. Like I just find everything that like your offerings and who you are as a woman and like even your dog Freya. Like I just like there's quite a balance there. You know.
Well, sometimes it feels like absolute chaos.
But well, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I was actually just talking the other day about how, like, you know, how amazing things come from chaos,
Yeah.
right? Like when you
Oh,
think about
totally.
like just fires or storms or whatever else, right? Like there is like the divine feminine, they expect us to be like sweet and kind and soft and sensual and all of these things. And in reality, we are made up of so much more. And we are these intense emotions. And this, like I did a sacred rage ceremony and that went over so well. And I have more people who are interested in that. But it's like to honor those intense emotions within us, right? And to become, I actually did a talk on like becoming friends with your emotions, because it is
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
important to know, why do I feel this way? Where is it actually coming from? And having a safe outlet to express it, right? And sometimes that's chaos, and that's okay, because after the storm, there's
Yeah.
always the calm,
Oh,
right? There's
yeah.
like the relief, right?
Yeah.
And so it's a beautiful process in itself to honor all of those aspects of who we are.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Sometimes when we're in the midst of it all, you
Right?
think, I can't do this, like it's just,
Right? Yeah.
yeah. But if
Yeah.
you just surrender to the chaos at the moment
Absolutely.
and let
Yeah.
yourself burn and go through it, yeah,
Yeah.
it's worth it. Absolutely.
Hmm. And
Yeah.
I've been there so many times. Like,
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, chaos brings wisdom. Really, it does. I mean, it just,
transformation.
yeah, you just learn
Yeah.
absolutely everything you're meant to in that moment.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's welcomed, really.
Yeah. It
You know,
is. Well, when you start to understand the process, like when you've done it for so long and it's like, okay, this is the process, right? This
yeah,
is, there is the chaos, there is all of this stuff that needs to be uncovered, and you do, like you said, surrender to it, to
yeah,
allow for
yeah,
it to transform you on this like energetic level.
yeah,
You just, yeah, you honor that and you just allow the process to happen, as opposed to fighting against it, kicking and screaming
yeah,
sometimes, right? You're like,
yeah,
oh, I don't want to, but it's
yeah,
happening whether you like it or not. The
yeah,
tower has crumbled and you're
yeah,
sitting in the rubble.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You, you can't stay home all the time, so you have to go out and deal with it, right?
Right? The world is still happening.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, how do you find balance between like your personal life, everything that you do? And I know it's everything you love, but how do you create that balance where you can just be?
I make it a point of doing it every morning before I do anything else.
Yeah.
I always have my routine and my ritual and everything that I do every day. I give to myself before I give to others.
Yeah.
And then I have check-ins throughout the day where I'm like, okay, why am I feeling tired? What do I need right now? What do you know what I mean? Maybe I
Yeah.
just need to go outside and get some fresh air for a few minutes, or,
Yeah.
like it could be after a certain client, or it could be whatever, something with my kids or whatever. It's like, take a minute, take a step back, focus on yourself, what is going on right now, and then you go from there. Focusing lots on alignment right now is a big
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those shifts that are, I mean, there is so much
Happening in the
shifting.
cosmos right now.
Oh
I
my
know.
gosh.
Yeah. I know
Like
I
it,
did an event the other weekend and Saturday, the energy, and then I woke up Sunday morning and I was like, what shifted?
yeah.
Something moved to put it back. Like
Yeah.
put it back.
Put it back.
But no,
Oh
it was all
yeah.
good.
Oh I tell you, the look on my face half the time is in pure shock.
Yeah.
Because of all the shifting, the changes that are happening so fast, and
Yeah.
like it's just. But again, you know what? You just gotta let it move on through, and don't touch any of
Yeah.
the stuff while you go through. And
Yeah. Well, so this year in general, like, is a 9 year, and it's the year of the snake. And so it's
yeah,
all about like endings and transformation and all the things, right? And so anything that was not built on a strong, solid foundation is going to crumble. And
right.
that doesn't mean that it can't be built back better,
Yeah,
right? But it's just, if it's no longer serving, then it needs to shift and change. And we can see that in
yeah.
the world around us, how
Yeah.
much stuff is coming to
Oh,
the surface right now. And you can either focus on living in fear because of
yeah,
it, or you can focus on your own inner peace and creating your world the way you want it.
yeah. That's so important. I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
create happy places, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
Places where people can, escape to, even if it's in your own home, like create
Yeah.
that space, you
Absolutely.
know.
I love my backyard in the summer, and I feel like
Yeah.
I haven't been able to spend as much time in it as I usually
Oh,
like to. But my nephew would laugh at me because I would call it my oasis, and
oh,
he would just laugh at me. He'd be like, "Okay, Auntie, your oasis." I'm like, "Yes, it is."
oh yeah. I know, bless her soul. She used to say, you got to create a Shangri-La.
I love that.
Like,
Sounds like super
yeah,
like bougie.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. And until I started creating it throughout the whole house, and then it was like, well, where's my space? Everybody.
But I love that because I do create little like places in every room, I feel. Like, do you know what
Yeah,
I mean? To just
yeah,
like bring it all together. I actually was just talking with a friend how right now I've just been purging and purging and purging and purging my house and switching things around and all the things so that it reflects who I am now. Like,
right.
we had so much like stagnant energy in our house, I
Yeah,
found. And I was like, your house is like associated with you, right? Like, it's an energetic attachment to you when you're,
yeah,
especially if you're in it all day, every day, right? And I was like, no, we need to like get rid of this stuff, shift things around, and create it to reflect who we are now and who you're becoming too.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually we've been talking about that too. Like just purging stuff that we don't need, and also like if it can help somebody else,
absolutely. Exactly.
donating, and yeah,
Hmm.
just to kind of clear the energy, and give it a good yeehaw,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's important. So, what is the biggest piece of advice that you've received in your career or in your personal life?
Um, what was it now? um, Well, two things. One is that I tell people all the time, I'm like, you can't expect you from somebody else because
Right.
that just leads to disappointment all
Yeah.
the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the other thing is also like, I've kind of incorporated that's a them problem, not a me problem, right?
Right.
Like, if somebody's like depending on the situation, of course, right? But if somebody's like super upset about like something and they're like, if they're triggered and putting that on to me, I'm like, no, I will not receive that. That is a them problem, not a me problem. Like
Right.
I'm not taking on everybody else's stuff all the time and micromanaging it for them.
Right.
So
Oh
yeah.
yeah. You gotta set boundaries.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So with wanting to be a hairdresser from a young age and then having your whole career and incorporating your spirituality and a little bit of witchy,
Yeah.
what advice would you give young Chelon now?
Oh, that like you don't have to just pick and choose.
Yeah.
Like I honestly believe that it was like I was a hairstylist. I had to be a hairstylist forever and this was the way it was, right? And it's
Yeah.
like, no, this is just like a part of who you are, right? When people ask you, it's like, oh, well, who are you? Right? They always think about like, what is your occupation?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What is your occupation? What do you do? Do you have
Yeah.
kids? Do you whatever? Right?
Yeah.
And we are made up of so many parts. We are made up of so many parts. Like I'm not just one thing. And we think that we just have to pick and choose those one things, right? And when I released that limiting belief, like it just opened up a whole new world for me,
Yeah.
right? And to also just accept all of those parts of myself,
Oh,
right? And yeah, it has made me feel just more whole in and confident in who I am and how I show up in the world as well. So
yeah. Oh, that's good. So that little Shalon wouldn't have to choose. You don't have to choose.
no, you don't have to choose, and that you are like literally just like loved for who you are. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to do all of those things. That you can just be who
Yeah.
you are, and people are still going to love and accept you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great advice. A lot of the time, especially at a younger age, right? You feel you have to do things to impress others.
Well, we've been programmed that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? It's
Yeah.
like be a good girl, do as you're told, right? And then you
Yeah.
get good positive reinforcement,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
If you behave, if you do whatever, right? And so
Yeah.
you just kind of like my friend and I were talking about that this morning. We like you become like a chameleon. You
Yeah.
conform to appease everybody else, right? And it's like, but is this really serving my soul? Do I really feel, um, you know, feel
Yeah.
like myself? Am I being authentic and true to who I am? So yeah.
Yeah. That's so important.
Hmm.
Yeah. I wish my generation would have caught on to that, but it is what it is.
Slowly,
Different times. You know,
lots of the ladies that that I work with are like in your generation and
yeah.
are doing like the ancestral work now for
Yeah.
that, for their kids, for their generation, for all the things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we're in like Self Love Queen Academy and that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay, so we're going to just switch gears here for a minute.
Sure.
As you know, I incorporate gratitude into each episode.
Yes.
So we're going to talk a little gratitude. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay. So what is something that you're sincerely grateful for today?
Um, I was super grateful to be able to just talk with my friend on the phone and reconnect and to just um, we can be real with each other. I think
Yeah.
that's one thing that I super appreciate and am grateful that I know that she like accepts me for who I am no matter what, and I
Yeah.
do the same for her. So yeah.
Oh, that's great. Oh,
Hmm.
what's your first name? We'll say gratitude to
Oh, and Manek.
Connect. Oh,
Yeah,
great.
I was talking with Manek this morning.
Oh,
Not
good.
that I don't have multiple friends that do the
Yeah.
same, but yeah, this morning it was Manek. So yeah.
Oh, much gratitude to her.
Hmm.
Okay, so who has been a source of strength and support throughout your career?
Throughout my career, well, my mom has been super supportive and she like loves to attend all of my things and support me
Okay.
that way.
Yeah.
Like she likes to, buy my programs or my book or like whatever resonates with her at the time kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
In regards to my career, I feel like it's shifted and changed. No. who's been super actually have like, no, I'm changing that. Totally gonna shout out Susanna. She does the nude goddess retreats that we go to,
Oh,
and
good.
she is like, she's a powerhouse of a woman. She is just
Yeah.
this amazing woman who supports everybody and who's like living her dreams as well. And she's
Yeah.
just so inspiring. And yeah, I would not be here today if I hadn't gone to her first retreat. So I feel like she's been super, super inspiring and supportive through the whole process of
Oh,
my,
that's fantastic.
yeah, my career so far.
Oh, wonderful. Well, shout out to her. Now,
Yes.
oh, your book. Okay. So we have to
Right.
talk. That's filled with gratitude because
Yeah.
what an accomplishment.
Yeah, and I actually wrote that like in 2001.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's been sitting on the back burner for a while. And I was like, no, I need to do something with this. And actually, by going to a market, I met somebody who had the information for me in order to help me make it, come to life, I guess you
Yeah.
could say. So I'm super grateful. Actually, when I was at another event this past weekend, that the lady informed me that my books had been sold out from her store. So I was
Oh,
just
great.
like blown away and so grateful for everybody and grateful for all the feedback and just yeah, like cuz it's all things that I have had to work through. Like
Yeah.
and I wanted to help other people to do the same because I've gone through divorce, I've gone through many breakups, I've gone through like healing from friendships that have fallen apart, and I've gone through like all of those things, right?
Yeah.
And I actually in the book refer to it being your like bestie in your back pocket, like
Yeah.
that, whenever you need some inspiration or some guidance or whatever, like you can just pull it out and here it is, kind of thing.
Oh,
And
my.
it also has like QR codes in it that
Oh,
have,
good.
you can scan them, and they have guided meditations with that as well.
Oh, great.
So yeah,
Okay. So what is the title?
it's the Heartbreak Handbook.
Heartbreak Handbook.
Yes, the
Wow.
Heartbreak Handbook. So
And
it does.
where can
Pardon?
our listeners purchase it?
You can actually purchase it on Amazon.
Amazon. Oh,
So yeah,
fantastic.
it is on Amazon, which was like crazy for me to
Yeah.
actually believe that I had a book on Amazon. I actually had to go and like look it up in order to
Yeah.
believe that it was a thing, that it happened. I was like, what? No.
And when it says your name beside it.
Yeah. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how is it the thing right now? Yeah. So, and I didn't take the time to celebrate it. And I was like, no, you need to take the time to celebrate this. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Well,
Mhm.
congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
My gratitude is having you here with me today. And it's just been amazing for me to talk to you again.
Well,
And
I love coming on, honestly. Like I enjoy our interaction thoroughly every time.
oh, yay. Well, thank you kindly, Shalon, and we will have you back for sure because I really want to know more about how your book's doing. And yeah, I just love that. That's fantastic.
Absolutely. I would love to.
Okay, thank you kindly, and we'll talk to you again.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on the Three Moons, Three Souls podcast.